A lot of students go on study abroad trips expecting an experience. Some choose it because they haven't traveled outside of their home country before. Some choose it because it aligns with their career goals. Some think it's going to be a fun vacation, and others want to experience a culture different from their own. But none ever expect it to change their life. Hi, my name is Ariana Nuth, and I'm a senior in an accelerated international business program at Quinnipiac University. I'm freshly 21 years old as of less than a week ago, and I love to travel. Something about change and being in a new place is comforting to me. I've been to now 23 countries, and this May I'll have visited 6 continents, a whopping number compared to many people my age. Before the study abroad program with APA, I would have told you I wasn't expecting anything crazy. I would have said I traveled so much already, there's nothing left to surprise me. Sure, it'll be a new culture and a new place, but that's how every new country I visit is. There's nothing specific that will make this trip special. Looking back now, I was so wrong. The second I got off the bus in the middle of Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam, I could feel it. There was something in the air. It felt different. And for the first time ever, I was surrounded by people. This is crazy to say out loud because I never really noticed. But in all my years of travel, I've never been surrounded by so many people who are different from me. In Europe, approximately 95% of people are white, which is a similarity I had there. I experienced the same phenomenon in Australia, and in South America, I was in areas where tourism outnumbered locals. I had always found some physical trait that connected me to the people around me, everywhere I'd been. But in Asia, this was the first time that I had to actually speak with people to connect with them, and it was both daunting and exciting at the same time. The first person I connected with was, of course, our tour guide, Lynn. Even living in America, a place that claims American patriotism is its culture, I've never met someone so passionate about his country before until I met Lynn. English was not his first language, yet it was like each word he spoke to us was one that he had handpicked with every intention of inciting a love and passion for Vietnam in each and every one of us. He spoke highly of the language, teaching us how to say the important phrases, Xin Chào and Come on. Hello and thank you. He values the culture, especially the coffee, the local businesses, and he loves history, with Ho Chi Minh being a city that is rich with historic buildings and excursions. Lynn's biggest goal during our journey together was to get us to start foreign companies in Ho Chi Minh because our involvement would bring up the economy, and his love for the well-being of Vietnamese people was so strong that he would do anything to improve their lives. In Bangkok, Thailand, the atmosphere was much the same. If there's 3 common themes to take away from the culture of both countries, they're respect, love, and passion. Tiger, which was what his Thai name meant in English, was one of the most influential people I've ever connected with. Where Lin was dedicated and comical, Tiger was balanced and gentle, the kind of individual who would carry the world on his back but never take any credit for holding the weight. Tiger was soft-spoken, looking to connect with us through peace rather than opportunity. His spirit was kind and hopeful, and he wanted us to fall in love with the city for what it is, rather than looking to change it. Similar to Lin, he cared greatly about the history of his people, and looked to us for supporting local businesses. He took us to countless markets and even to an elephant sanctuary where we would learn about the spiritual connection between Thai people and the animal, as well as the importance of caring for the world around us. The most influential part of both journeys for me was easily visits to Buddhist temples. I grew up in an atheist household in areas where everyone I knew was Christian of some sort. I knew one member of the Jewish faith before college, and in college I knew a handful of the Muslim faith, so my religious exposure was incredibly low. But when I stepped into my first Buddhist temple in Vietnam, it was like a wave of calm came over me. It's like I could breathe again when I had no idea I was drowning. As Lynn started talking about the Buddhist belief system and values, it was the first time I had a system where I resonated with every aspect. In the US, I identified as Christian because of convenience and because I knew very little of anything else. But when Tiger took us to 3 temples and finished with the Temple of the Emerald Buddha, he continued to add to my knowledge of the religion, and I felt more connected than ever. I found security and comfort in the temple, and even in a country I had never been to, where so many people were different from me, I felt a bigger sense of belonging than in my own neighborhood. I've since decided to carry the Buddhist principles and beliefs with me throughout my daily life, a realization I never would have come to without attending this trip. Together, both guides taught us valuable lessons about heart, determination, and connection beyond surface level, whether that be with long-term friends or a local coffee shop owner. We learned the value of those connections and how we can use our own spirits to achieve our dreams in life. They taught us that the world is at our fingertips. We simply need to learn how to hold it. They completely changed the way I view the world, and as I sit here with a Buddha around my neck, I will hold this journey as a tangible reminder that perspective is everything, and that my true purpose is to form meaningful connections that educate me about all the world has to offer. And then maybe I'll learn how to change it along the way. Thanks for watching.